How often do you find yourself chasing after people who are unavailable, who keep telling you they're going to do this and they're going to do that, but they never really do anything? See, these type of people, they get what they want with their words. They use their words like currency, like money. You can get caught in these situationships where they'll feed you a bunch of lines and then nothing will happen. Okay, if someone's actions don't match their words, you're never going to get what you want. And if someone was a decent person, their actions will match their words. It's as simple as that. But if you get smart and you start actually taking them seriously, if they say they're going to do this, you hold them to that, then there's no way they can exploit you, because you have to see relationships as a two-way exchange. It's a two-way street. And if you're in these relationships and you're giving everything and they're giving nothing, you're being exploited. So you're not going to get the respect or love you deserve if you're being exploited. And if you have these relationships where you're just chasing after people and you're settling for scraps, what's most likely happening is this is all happening without your awareness. Because no one's going to purposely participate in things that feel bad. You deserve more than scraps. You deserve real love and real respect, and that's not going to happen if you're chasing after people. But you have to realize that if someone loved you, it would be obvious. If someone cared about you, it would be obvious. So if someone's actions aren't matching their words, then you know they're full of crap. They can't be trusted. So instead of trying to chase after people and give them your time, love, and energy, instead focus on yourself and give yourself your time, love, care, energy, and money. Give it to yourself. Start making decisions that put you as the number one in your life instead of putting other people who don't even deserve any of your time as the number one in your life. And when you start to really give yourself that self-love, you won't entertain people who are toxic, because you'll know what you're deserving of. You know, it was this one moment I had a conversation with my boss a long time ago, and it really helped me see the type of relationship I was in. She saw me in my car crying on my lunch, and I came back inside, and she's like, you know what? She's like, can I talk to you? And I'm like, okay, sure. And she asked me what was going on. She's like, yeah, I saw you really upset in your car. And I told her the situation that was happening with my significant other. And she looked right at me and she said, you know that relationships are going to have ups and downs, right? And I said, yeah. And she's like, but every day is not supposed to be down. Every day is not supposed to be a roller coaster. That it's supposed to be periods of good times and difficult times. If every day is a difficult time, then that's a bad relationship. Bad relationships, they don't start off bad. But if you aren't ready to let people go when it starts to hurt, then that's going to eat away your self-love, your self-respect, because you are giving them something they don't deserve. And when she told me this, when she said not every day is supposed to be this difficult, that there are supposed to be some good times and there's supposed to be challenging times, but it shouldn't be every single day. And it really got me to observe what had been happening, because we can get stuck in these situationships and listen to the manipulator and have them create this fantasy of things being better than what it really is, when in actuality, when you measure the actions with the words, nothing is changing. Nothing's getting better. We're living in this fantasy until you pop this little fantasy bubble by observing what's really happening neutrally. Take your thoughts and feelings out of it and just observe what's happening. Observe how many bad times there are. Observe if there's any good times, and do the good times stay? Or do you feel like an emotional punching bag? When you can take a step back and observe what's really happening, it's like you're able to take your blinders off. When you're so focused on trying to get an outcome, it's really hard to see what's right in front of your face. But when you can see that all your hope is false hope, that your hope is based on nothing that's actually been happening, there's no actions to back up this person's claims, then you realize they're just a manipulator. And they're stringing you along because their words never amount to anything. They're empty. And it's really challenging when you're in the situation to see what's happening. But sometimes it takes a friend to point it out to you and to let you know, hey, this isn't good. This isn't good. If you're hurting all the time, this isn't good. If you're crying all the time, this isn't good. If nothing gets better, it isn't good. So it can be hard to see what's right in front of our face sometimes, because we're so focused on trying to get our needs met and trying to get someone to love us. You have to realize this big thing is that if somebody loved you, you would feel it. You would know it. They would make it obvious. They wouldn't play games. They wouldn't make you guess their feelings. They would let you know so that you could be secure in that relationship. Someone who tries to hold the control, someone who tries to have power over you, someone who tries to control you, someone who never is transparent, someone who plays games, someone whose actions never match their words is never going to be good for you, is never going to be a good relationship. And you're wasting all of your resources on this person when this relationship is going to go nowhere because they had one foot out the door to begin with. And you deserve something real. You don't deserve this half-ass attempt while exploiting you and you get nothing. You deserve something that feels good, that treats you the way you want to be treated.